So if you've been following our channel for a while, or if you've been exploring spirituality in your own personal time, you've probably heard of something called Christ consciousness or the sacred secretion. This is a biological process that your body undergoes in order to promote cellular regrowth, de-aging, stress reduction, and a whole bunch of other positive benefits. One of the best things you can do for this process in your body is yoga, which helps de-stress and alleviate a lot of the toxins and the negative attributes, whether they be physical or emotional within your body. This video is going to be top 7 yoga poses that you can do in order to raise the sacred secretion, activate the pineal gland, flex the sacral pump, and a whole bunch of other added positive benefits. Let's get started. Before we get started with this video, I want to give a quick shout out to Kelly Marie Kerr. Go check her out if you want some more yoga poses which can assist with this process. And I also want to give a couple of prefaces in order for you to understand a couple of practices that you can do before you start doing the yoga itself in order to kind of flush out your body and acclimate your body with that kind of Zen mindset. So one of the things that you can do in order to start promulgating this process is you can actually spin around in a circle from the right side with your hands out. Now, a lot of these techniques that I'm going to be teaching are actually Hindu and Tibetan techniques from the monks that are up in the mountains who practice a lot of these spiritual processes and live for really long times. Now, it's not just the factor of yoga, it's also diet and a bunch of other things as well. But the yoga definitely helps. So one of the things that they recommend is when you're first starting to do yoga, you can outstretch your arms just like this, and you can actually spin going from the right side, and you want to basically go about a dozen times. So it would be a full spin like this about 12 times. What this is going to do is going to reset a lot of like neural inputs and pathways. It's also going to make you maybe a little bit dizzy, so don't overdo it. You're not trying to make yourself dizzy or puke. But the whole purpose of this is to kind of center yourself and to kind of clear your mind while you're spinning. And you're not supposed to do it super fast. It's just supposed to be something where, you know, you're supposed to kind of go in a circle and kind of feel the energy around you and try to reset it as best as possible. You might have seen some Tai Chi or other things in movies where people are doing those types of movements. And that's really what that practice and process is for. Now we're going to cover one of the big parts of yoga is your starting position. Now, most of the time when you're starting yoga, you want to have your feet and your arms at your side just like this, and you want to bring your arms up just like this, like a rising sun, and you want to come to the center. This is called mountain pose, and a lot of the time this is your starting position. You don't have to start with this. However, it's really highly recommended that you do when you start every single pose, because what you want to do is you want to bring your arms up and you want to feel all the energy. You want to collect all of that energy. You're gonna this movement is also going to help assist with the blood flow and circulation in the body. And then as you kind of bring the hands closer in, you can go down and you can feel every single rung of your spinal column kind of going down, and then you can seat yourself into whatever position that you want to seat yourself into. I don't know the names specifically of a lot of these poses, but I'm just going to show you these poses. I'm going to number them 1 through 7. So the first pose that I'm going to show you, I'm going to start from here, from the mountain pose. I'm going to bring my arms up, and I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to hit the floor. And as I'm coming down, I want to have my butt touch the floor, and I want to get into a comfortable position. Once you're on your back, what you're going to do is you're going to raise your head slightly without hurting your neck or straining your neck too much. And you're also going to raise and elevate your legs up so that they're perpendicular with your body. What this is going to do is it's going to flex the sacral pump at the base of the spine, and it's going to help shoot the blood flow from your legs all the way up into your head. But again, don't strain your neck. You're not supposed to keep your neck flat on the ground, and you're not supposed to tighten it so hard that it hurts. None of these poses are supposed to hurt, but there is going to be a little bit of muscle strain, which is going to assist in that process of raising a lot of those vibrations in that cerebrospinal fluid, like seminal fluids. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your body as best as you can. You're going to raise your legs up. And you're basically just going to hold this pose for as long as humanly possible until you start to get a little uncomfortable and you can't really hold it anymore, in which case you're going to slowly bring your legs down, keeping them as straight as you possibly can until they hit the floor, and then you're going to rest your head. This is the pose number 1, and you want to do this, especially if you're starting out with this process, you want to do this maybe about 3 times before you start increasing the amount that you do this for. Now this next position, what you're going to do is you're going to align your body so that your feet are a little bit elevated off of the floor. And you're going to basically be on your knees like so. You're going to put your arms on your side just like this, and you're going to look down, and you're going to basically close your eyes, and you want to start thinking about positive things. You want to start being at one with the room, one with the energy, one with nature, one with God, one with the universe, however you'd like to think about it at home. But you want to kind of get into a Zen headset and a Zen mindset starting about this pose. Now, when you get to here, what you're going to do is you're going to exhale as best as you can all of the air in your lungs, and then you're going to take a deep breath. You're going to puff out your chest, and you're going to slowly move backwards as far back as you can. And what this is going to do is this is going to flex the sacral pump at the base of the spine. It's going to shoot up a lot of energy, but it's also a big breath work yoga pose. So make sure that the breath work is important. Once you're from this position, you're just going to come right back once you can't really hold your breath much more, and you're going to reset back at 0. So just show that again. You're going to start from here. You're going to exhale. And that's basically the pose that you're going to do for step number 2. It's very critical that you do pose number 2 right after pose number 1. The reason is because they work in tandem with each other. You're also going to want to do that for another one later on in this list. But for right now, we're going to do number 3, which you can kind of incorporate before number 1 or after number 2, whichever you like. This one, you're going to start in mountain pose, just like so. And then you're going to take one leg back, and you're going to take another leg forward. You're going to extend your arms like so. You're going to tilt your body, and you're going to touch the floor as best as you can. Then you're going to hold this for as long as you want. I'm going to kind of rush through this one. I don't recommend that, but just make sure that you're holding this as long as you possibly want to, and you get into a Zen-like mindset. Then you're going to swoop this arm down, and you're going to be into a runner's pose like this. And then you're going to bring this leg just like so. And you're going to hold this for a little while. Make sure that you're doing breathing techniques. You want to breathe in and out, in and out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly raise up. And you want to feel it vertebrae by vertebrae in your body. And what this is going to do is it's going to help alleviate a lot of that stress, and it's going to bring up a lot of that energy. Because the whole purpose of a lot of these techniques is to raise a lot of the neural energy and the electrical energy in your body from, the midsection and the base of the spine and all this area of the body, even in the heart a little bit. And you want to raise all that blood flow and that energy up into the brain. And that's going to complete pose number 3. Now, this next one's going to be difficult for some people, especially people who are older, but the whole purpose is to do it as best as you possibly can. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get into a position where you're sitting on your butt. You're going to have your feet and your arms flat on the ground, and all you're going to do is you're going to raise your body, and you're going to try to extend and plank your body like a table. Now, one of the most important aspects of this pose is you're going to try to hold it for as long as you can, and you want to lightly tense every muscle in your body. Your abdomen, you're really going to feel it in your arms and legs, but you want to also tense your abdomen, and you want to tense like your thighs and stuff like that. And you're basically just going to hold this and tense up your body as best as you can, and you're going to take a deep breath, and then you're going to exhale, you're going to come down, and you're going to untense all the muscles in your body. What this is going to do is it's going to help basically like squeeze and strain a lot of the bad harmful chemicals that are in your muscles, which are causing you stress or pain in your muscles. But it's also going to help assist in building a little bit of muscle as well. And again, you're going to want to do that pose about 3 times, just like all the rest of the poses in this list when you're first getting started. So that's going to complete pose number 4. Now, pose number 5 and 6 you're going to want to do in tandem with each other. The first one is a cobra pose, and the second one is going to be a downward dog pose. What this is going to do is it's going to, again, flex a lot of the energy that's in the abdomen, the lower spine, the base of the spine, the sacral pump. It's going to shoot up a lot of that energy up into the brain. It's also going to help relax a lot of the body and kind of help straighten and align the spine. So what we're going to do with that one is you're going to lay down flat on the ground as best as you possibly can. And from this position, basically, you're going to keep your arms like this, and you're just going to come up as best as possible. You're going to hold your head up, and you're going to take a couple deep breaths. Some people say like 3 to 7 breaths, deep breaths you want to be in this pose. And again, you just want to be in that Zen mindset. You want to have a really relaxed state of mind. You want to clear your head of all the stress and all the bad things that you're thinking or feeling. And you just want to remember that, you are very loved. You have a lot of beautiful, wonderful friends and family that love and appreciate you. You have a wonderful life that you should give great gratitude for, and just kind of be one with yourself in the moment. I'm kind of getting lost right now, that's why I'm having a hard time explaining it. And then what you're going to do from this pose is you're going to kind of come down a little bit, and you're going to shoot your legs up. Sometimes you might have to shoot your legs up a little bit, but you're going to hold this pose, which is going to be downward dog. And I also highly recommend that you do this on a yoga mat or a blanket or a soft carpet or something along those lines. Don't do it on a hardwood floor. All these poses are going to be pretty difficult to do on that. So that's pose number 5, and this is pose number 6. So pose number 6, after you're done, you're basically just going to go back and forth from pose number 5 to pose number 6, and when you're done, you're going to raise your body just like that, going vertebrae by vertebrae, raising all that energy up, and that's going to complete poses number 5 and 6. You're going to want to do 3 of those each for a total of 6 between the 2 of them. Now this last pose is actually my favorite one. It's also the best one on this list by far. We'll save the best for last for you. And this one is extremely crucial to a lot of the men who might be watching this video. Now if you don't know, it's a lot of the chemicals that have to do with a lot of cerebrospinal production, especially in the male's body. Some of those chemicals can actually be converted from a lot of the seminal fluid that we have. So long as you are saving a lot of that seminal fluid and you're not wasting it, you can actually raise some of those chemicals out of the body that will get recycled naturally, and they will assist in a lot of cellular reproduction and growth. So a great way to do this is if you're ever feeling a little randy, you know, maybe you wake up in the morning and you're not feeling so great, you're not feeling so confident that you aren't, you know, trying to spill the cup of Hermes, as they say. One of the best things that you can do is actually standing from a basic pose like this. What you want to do is you want to exhale all of the air that are out of your lungs, and you want to go down as far as you can go. And I'm going to demonstrate that here. So you want to take a nice cleansing deep breath, and then you want to exhale all the breath that's in your lungs, and you want to basically hug your legs like this, and you want to hold this as best as you possibly can. And when you can't hold this any longer and you have to breathe, you're going to come up, you're going to shoot your chest out, and you make sure you come up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae like I showed you. And you're going to shoot your chest out, and you're going to take a deep breath, and you are going to put your arms on your side and push your pelvic bone down, and you're going to hold that deep breath as best as you can. Again, you're going to want to do this 3 times when you first begin starting to do this process. You will notice a difference. You will still start to feel very lightheaded, euphoric, very relaxed. You're going to feel very stress relieved. And again, a lot of this stuff, guys, not only is it going to make you sweat, it's going to help build muscle. This is really going to help you alleviate a lot of stress. Maybe you're a high anxiety person, maybe you're depressed. This is really going to help you, especially if you're a male. That last pose, it's phenomenal, especially from a guy's perspective. I think it's awesome. Women should absolutely be taking advantage of this because if you didn't know this, a lot of the nerves in a woman's body actually sit from the lower bottom of the body down compared to a man, and a lot of that has to do with like childbirth and stuff. So what you're really doing is bringing up a lot of that really great energy, a lot of that neural electrical kind of type energy, and you're kind of passing it over. Those vibrations are kind of being raised up into the mind, which is going to activate a lot of things like the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and things like that. Highly recommend you try to incorporate yoga. Even if it's only like once a week, you will want to do more because it makes you feel phenomenal. If you have any questions, make sure that you drop a comment down below and we'll try to address those as best as possible. Make sure you leave a like on this video, comment, subscribe, etc. Especially if you're not subscribed, please try to subscribe. You know, we're trying to make a lot more videos like this, help as many people as we possibly can with these types of processes. You could go check out our merch store, go check out our Patreon, our Cash App, and things like that. And once again, guys, we love every single one of you. If there's ever anything that you guys need, just drop a comment down below. Never give up. Make sure you carry that never give up positive motivational energy with you all throughout your life. And be safe, guys. We love you. Take care.